So I suffer from phobia and have done for as long as I can remember. So phobia is where you're frightened of Halloween masks or any kind of mask, but mine's is primarily Halloween masks. When I was about 4, when my uncle was dressed as a gorilla for a Halloween party, and when I seen him with the mask on, I was just screaming and screaming, and that's the earliest, clearest memory I've got. Mostly affects me obviously at Halloween time, where people going trick-or-treating, not being able to answer the door, and not being able to go to Halloween parties or really be involved with Halloween, because I really just don't like that time of year. Don't want to not be able to go out at Halloween, take my daughter trick-or-treating. Contacted Speakmans because I'm really hoping that they can help resolve this, because I really don't want to live on the rest of my life with this phobia.
Oh, bless her. Well, things are so bad, Jenna couldn't face the thought of stepping into our studio because of the Halloween decorations. So we're going to go live to her now backstage, where she's with Nick and Eva. And good morning to all of you.
Morning.
Good morning. And Jenna, I just wanted to speak about when you have this, when you see somebody wearing a mask, the reaction, it's a physical reaction, isn't it? What happens to you?
So when I see someone with a mask, I just get really anxious, really racing heart, sweaty palms, just get really tearful and emotional.
It's not actually, because you said then what we've just watched when you were very young and you had an uncle who had a gorilla mask on. But actually, it might go back before that, because your dad worked in a pub and there was a customer in the pub, wasn't there?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about him.
I can't really remember him, to be honest, but what I've been told is he had a bit of a disfigured face where he had been in a fire, and every time I was seeing him, I just used to get really terrified and scream.
And of course, as a child, you don't understand, you just see what you see and it becomes frightening. And Nick and Eva, actually, phobias, and quite commonly this is the case, it's a source of protection, really, for a child.
That's right, and from a child's point of view, as you quite rightly said, they don't understand what the difference is, and that can be frightening, and that then can install the fear. And one thing with Jenna is that she's got a few ideas of what it may be, but she's not entirely sure, so it does make it a bit difficult for us today.
How common is this sort of thing?
Maskophobia is really common, that's masks generally, but what's quite unusual is that Jenna's is orientated specifically around Halloween. So she was saying to us that she has a build-up for weeks before, as the build-up to Halloween starts, she gets more and more anxious, and just talking to her today, she gets very tearful and very emotional, just knowing, because she keeps saying to us, but I'm going to have to face a mask, and that's making me feel really on edge.
Well, and it's not just Halloween, is it? Because also, I think you went to a fancy dress party and someone appeared in a mask, and of course that's obviously we think it was a clown mask, and that's what they're going to do, and you can't go around to someone else's party and say, can you please tell everyone not to wear masks?
Exactly, yes, yes.
So Jenna, how are you feeling right now? Sat there now, do you believe that you're going to be able to come into this studio later?
I've got every faith in the Speakmans that I will be able to, yes.
But do you... Oh, look, you can see every face, but your face tells a different story, Jenna.
How confident do you think you feel, guys? What are you going to start with? What will you do when we come back later on?
I think the first step is to see if we can try and actually ascertain where they started, because the fact that she freaked out when she saw somebody dressed in a gorilla outfit would suggest that the phobia was already well in place at that point. So we're going to see if we can understand where it came from, and then we're going to try and update her thought process in relation to masks.
All right, then. Well, good luck. You've certainly got your work cut out for you today. Hopefully, Jenna will be meeting you a little bit later.